Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Season 41, War number 8. Today we're taking on SGA-1. Haven't fought these guys since back in Season 39, I think it was, where they beat us, so looking for some revenge today. Team today going to be Nimrod, Nick Fury, and Miguel, returning to the lineup for the second time this season. Going to be starting out today on path number 2. We have a WONG on node 5. So with Miguel, we are a buff immune, of course, so we don't have to worry about drip feed or shatter. However, since we aren't able to gain the placebo buffs, we do activate that like pseudo limber part of the roll with the punches node. So if we stun him, that's going to reduce the duration of further stuns. So you're going to see me do like a lot of intercepts here, mostly play stun immune so we can save a parry stun for if we really need one here. And then I'm going to be working up to the special 3 because that's where Miguel gets a lengthy slow debuff. If we bed out heavies, you know, he does have that like 2-second unstoppable passive that he can get, but he also gets power gain. And when I dueled Wong, prepping for this fight, I found that he had like a little bit of that Mysterio AI in him where he would just, you know, continuously throw heavies and gain power, so I didn't really want to mess with any of that. So we're going to get up to the special 3 and take a couple punches to the face, of course, because why not? This isn't stellar gameplay, stellar Miguel gameplay, so... and we're also taking care of heavy countering his special 1s when his Eldritch power gets too high. Now, by the time we've gotten to the special 3, the fight is, you know, well in hand and pretty much over at this point here, so there's not going to be much else to do. I don't want to push him to the special 2 because the timing on it is still super goofy to me. He's got maximum energy, so we need to do a heavy with our next attack or we're going to take a buttload of damage. There we go. Special 1, counter with the heavy that unleashes all of his energy. We don't take any energy back, but I take a combo, so I guess it's like, you know, 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other. So I was hoping that special would kill him. It does not, so we have to bait out one more special 1, and then another hit does him in. So could have played that a bit better, but all in all, not too shabby. All right, next up we have a Weapon X Mini on node 22. We already have the Odin pre-fight supplied by one of my alliance mates, so plan here as with any hazard shift node with Nimrod, you want to wait out the incinerate phase and use that time to parry and build up your protocol charges. We already built up here. If we get backed into the corner, it's not a huge deal because his heavy is easy to avoid. I actually think I messed it up here, or at some point I take a few hits here. So I do have tech boosts running. I had an APB running here because I wanted to kill him in this special 2. However, we come pretty close, but not close enough. So now I need to bait out the special 1, which triggers his unblockable and unstoppable. And then here I think, so I miss I get like light snapped or whatever. And now I'm taking hits in the corner. But it's okay because Nimrod is pretty tanky here. And then I'm just going balls to the wall just to get back to that special 2 and finish him off. So, you know, we'll have to heal up Nimrod a bit later for another fight, but it is what it is. Alright, now we have a Quicksilver Mini on 24, so I've turned off Dexterity for this fight to avoid the Buffet over Time node, and then I've actually put on 3 out of 3 in Petrify or Pacify, one or the other. The one that's with the combat power rate. Forget which one it is. So the plan here is just to parry and then do 4 light hits, and by the time we've gotten 3 of those in, he's already almost a third of the way down, and then we're going to spam special 1s to keep the evade off of us. So you saw me pop an invulnerability boost. This was just in case he was being super stingy with the specials and I just wanted to push him red. Thankfully though, he tossed that special 2 right into my block, and we are able to continue on with the fight. I think I do use up my invulnerability boost on this special. It does catch me here, I think. There we go. So I managed to avoid, yeah, I don't know, I guess he wasn't in terminal velocity. I don't know why that caught me. But anyways, the fight is pretty much over here. The strategy for this with, you know, taking off Dex and activating Pacify, I think is really easy. Makes a very difficult fight much more manageable. So, alright, next up we are in Path 2 again. In Section 2 we have a Doom on 31. Now, because we beat Wong with a bar of power, Doom is going to start this fight with a Fury passive and a Power Gain passive. So we do want to be a little bit careful not to push into the special 2, but thankfully he tosses that special 1 right away, and of course I do take a hit. Don't have to worry about Mystic Dispersion at all because we are buff immune, and then the nodes from the nodes from the fight itself, like, you know, Placebo and Subterfuge, we don't have to worry about those either. So this is just a standard, you know, more or less a duel against a Doom here. So we are going to, I think I'm going to go to the, I can't remember if I go to Special 3 to turn off his aura permanently, or if I go right to the Special 2. I think when I see how the fight is going, I'm expecting the Special 2 to kill, but he has the aura up still, so I think he does resist the last hit of the heavy. Oh, I'm sorry, of the special 2 here. So, yeah, here we go. So he's got the aura up. I didn't want to push him to special 2 in this fight, and I was expecting it to kill. Thankfully, he resists it, but he doesn't punish me for it. We can bait out one more special 1, and down he goes. So Rupture Burst is doing a lot of work in that fight. So, all right, last but not least, we have a Domino on node 41. I've healed up Nimrod for this. This is, you know, an absolute nothing fight with Nimrod. So I didn't use the tech boost. I didn't use the APB on this fight. I was comfortable building up Nimrod manually here. Remember, we still have the Odin pre-fight. So we have EMP mod pretty much covered at this point. You can see she's building up quite a few of those passive shocks on her next special attack. But they're doing barely any damage, and she's going to be dead before she does any sort of substantial damage with those shocks. Alright, though, so there we go. We've got our 10 protocol charges firing off that special 2, and I think this outright kills her. So, yep, there we go. Easy peasy. So, you know, 5 fights this war, 5 kills for me, 0 deaths. We did take home the win. Nice little revenge tour over SGA-1. Shout out to those guys on a good war. Our record has improved to 5-3 on the season. Folks, if you enjoyed this one, please let me know by hitting that like button. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.